For the video nerds in the house, this episode was shot with the Fluid Inform Eagle 4K camera. Details in the description below. At our next workshop, fully hands-on, you will actually build, which really never happens with other workshops. Joshua Tree, California, RelaxShacks.com for details. Hey, what's up, Deek? With Darren Hughes from Tiny Houses Australia. We are in Texas, Arlington, Texas, at the Tiny House Jamboree 2017, checking out many tiny houses.
Yeah, we are.
Having a heck of a time, and right now we're in the Method to No Madness. I love the title Tiny House with Sheena and Ross. So first of all, thank you for letting Darren and I invade your space, eat your bacon, and drink your bourbon last night. Tell us about this place. I know first and foremost Mike Bedsole had a part in this, but you kind of worked the rest of the magic.
Yes, that's right.
Right, so Mike got us our custom tiny house trailer, and he organized our Volstruct steel frame, and did all of our off-grid components, because that was way over our heads. Like, we didn't know the solar, water catchment, all that fun stuff. Yeah. So he did that, and then sent us a very naked shell, and everything you visually see in here, we did.
Inspiration-wise, I'm looking around. It kind of has this industrial, rustic, you know, there's a variety of things going on. Right. Where are you guys coming from stylistically with that?
Yeah, I think you nailed it. Like, we're kind of going for those, that galvanized pipe, you know, against some wood and stuff.
Yeah, and he really likes the interior brick look, so there's some of that, like in here, some brick paneling that's just
indoor
painted
flat,
over.
Well, there's a lot of subtle things too. Yeah, I didn't really notice the brick so much, but back in the kitchen you have like the New York. Oh, that's what I said before. It reminds me of like a micro New York City industrial loft.
I was like, that's the best compliment you can get.
Especially because the height of it, and it's so open too.
Yes. Yeah.
So guys, one of the first features that I noticed when I walked in was this enormous garage door. So tell me, what was the inspiration behind that? Was that a must-have that you, when you were designing this place, did you thought, I've got to have one of these, or how did that sort of come into the plan?
So we wanted this giant window. We really wanted an accordion window. You know, those that kind of fold back. Yeah, this is going to be like a little drop-down bar area with some seating underneath. And the cheapest accordion window we could find was $10,000.
Just super expensive, man.
This just really opens up the place and it modernizes it. So this actually turned out to be cheaper then?
Oh, way cheaper. It's under $3,000.
Under $3,000? Really? Oh, I figured like it's like a $5,000 door.
No, man. He flat packed it and shipped it to us, and we installed it. So.
Yeah, but yeah, we just wanted something big and open, and we love to be outside. So anywhere that we are that we don't have to have a heater on, that's open, and yeah.
You got a mini split, I see. Looks for heat. That seems to be the standard now in the scene. Ross, tell us about the bathroom. You crammed quite a bit into it.
Nature's Head composting toilet, IKEA sink, and then a corner shower. So it's all in there, man. It's
yeah, and our LG ventless washer dryer combo. All fit in 35 square feet. So it's a pretty big bathroom too for a tiny house.
I'm going to beat some people to the question too. Ascending those pipe rails on a sliding door, because it's going to be asked in the video, in the comments. Realistically, is it difficult?
It works.
Does it slide as you're climbing?
No. You kind of have to. It takes a little touch to kind of figure out.
We're getting this on film, the actual ascent.
All right. Here's the Kiwi from Australia trying to get up this ladder. So, okay. So it is a pipe. So this is from Home Depot, you were saying?
That's right. Yep.
Cool. How much did it cost to sort of put all this together? Because
the door wasn't bad at all. Man. We slapped that together.
Maybe $30.
Yeah.
The hardware for the slide, the rails right there, that was the most expensive part.
Because the other thing I was going to ask actually is, what, if I may ask, what was your total budget for the whole build, trailer, frame, everything?
Yeah, we put close to 65 into it. Yeah.
Excellent.
So.
But that's all in and off grid.
With all those off grid components and water catchment.
That will later pay for itself over time.
Yeah. All right, let's have a crack at getting up the loft here.
This could go viral as he falls, breaks his hip, and utters many Australian phrases.
I think the key is lean back and it sort of
there you go
gets back into it.
You've done it before.
Put your head down. I tried to warn you right before you did it. The wall, we got these crazy like old railroad nails, little funky little nails on there, so I had to like pre-drill every hole and then put the nail in. But I like it. I like the pop of color in here because we're lots of gray in here, so that kind of just gives it something different.
Yeah,
sure, a little accent.
So guys, with this kitchen, I've got to say, this kitchen is actually bigger probably than some apartments that you have in some of the studio apartments back home in Melbourne or in Australia. So I've got to say, you know, with this kitchen, do you guys find it usable? Because a lot of people look at the idea of a tiny house, oh that's so cool, I want to move into a tiny house, but you got to think of the practicalities. So as a couple with a couple of dogs in this tiny house as well, is this a usable kitchen? Do you go, nah, this is just too small, or is it you just got used to it?
It's almost too big for me. Yeah, I mean, I cook every day, you know, at least 1 or 2 meals a day, no problem, in this kitchen. I've got a, you know, the full oven there. I've got a 3-burner stove. This kitchen sink is a 36-inch.
You've got an enormous sink. The biggest sink that I've ever seen in a tiny house.
And it was a total fluke.
Yeah.
We went into Lowe's, I think it was.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And somebody had brought it back. It was just a bring back.
One of those open box
so
specials.
They like really discount them. And so
you just see some tiny houses that got these tiny little, and it's got to be practical, you know.
Right.
And you don't have any issue with storage. You've got all the bits and pieces you need.
Yeah, we've got those 2 cabinets up top where the cabinet fronts kind of pull up. Really cool hinges. These are really deep corner cabinets on each side.
Yeah.
So that's like the pantry, and then that's all the juicer and the Ninja and all our pots and pans in the bar. And then storage underneath. I mean, it's everywhere.
All right, now the loft. I have to ask. If I don't, many people will be upset. You know, expressing their discontent online. I love your railings, and I love how much space you have up there.
So 7 steps coming up, 3/4 plywood. We put it together. Our dads helped out with the math. They're both engineers, you know. So this is the biggest step coming up. This is where we sleep. It's actually big enough for a king size bed. So at the end of the night, all 4 of us kind of crawl up there and go to sleep.
The other 2 big dogs we haven't really talked about.
Like swingers here.
Yeah. But so king size bed. The wall separates this loft from our shed, which houses like our off-grid components, solar batteries, and the water catchment system. You know, if you've noticed, the picture of our roof kind of goes like this. So this is the high point. So I kind of sleep on this side. I'm a little taller than her. But yeah, I don't feel like we don't get close to hitting our heads or anything. There's plenty of room.
You can set up anywhere up there and not wake up concussed. Like, that was a big deal for me. I actually dropped this loft a little lower than standard height here, so I didn't hit my head upstairs.
Exactly.
Gee, are you in the medical field? You won't wake up concussed.
Exactly.
It's a word you don't hear that often. The railings are great. I was mentioning that. You made these yourself?
We did. Home Depot pipe, man.
Super easy.
And then spray painted. And then just the little eye hooks.
Drilled some holes. Yeah, some little turnbuckle attachments and
pretty
such.
basic stuff.
Alright guys, well it's been an absolute pleasure touring your house. Speak for Deek as well, I'm sure it's been a joy. One of the better and one of the most interesting tiny houses that I've seen at the Jamboree this year, which has been fantastic. Now, if people want to connect up with you guys online, how can they do that? Have you got a website, Facebook page?
We do. We're on Facebook and Instagram at Method to No Madness.
Fantastic.
And we have a .com as well, but I'm not going to lie to you, I do not keep up with that blog. I have too much fun doing other things.
So. We're in the same position.
Yeah.
But, cool.
But that's where everybody, and I will always answer questions. Like, after these events, I usually spend about 2 weeks answering emails from everybody, just questions about the house. I have no problem doing that. So.
Thank you guys for sharing the wealth and sharing the bacon, bourbon, and whatever else you were giving us.